Water, like food and shelter, is a basic human need. But it's clean water that's needed, water that's safe to drink. And almost 1 billion people across the world still don't have it. Water safety plans are helping to give more people clean, safe water.
We can expect the population to enjoy better health. We can expect that there would be lower incidence of diarrheal disease and other waterborne illnesses among the people. So we will have healthier and more productive adults with fewer lost work days. Children also would enjoy fewer lost days of schooling and grow up to be healthier, better educated, and more productive adults. Overall, water safety plans have a very positive impact on poverty reduction and a country's overall social and economic development.
The idea behind water safety plans is simple. Identify potential risks in the water supply system from the source all the way through to the point of use and deal with them before they become a problem. In the Asia-Pacific region, 1 million people a year die from waterborne diseases. The majority are children under 5 years old. All of the deaths are preventable. This film shows examples of how water safety plans are helping to keep people healthy. They are taken from 6 countries across the Asia-Pacific, all of which face different sets of challenges. Water can be contaminated anywhere from the catchment area where it's first collected, during the treatment process, in the pipes bringing it to people's houses, or when it's stored. In the Philippines, the Maynilad Water Company, which serves more than half of Manila's 20 million people, recognized that protecting the mountain forests in the water catchment area was vital to reduce the contamination risk.
Itong area na ito ang mga pinaglulutuan ng mga kahoy na ginagawa nilang uling at charcoal. Ang nagiging malaking pinsala niyan, yun nga na napuputol yung ating puno, na nagkakaroon ng erosion, dumadaloy dito sa ating riverbank, papunta sa ating dam.
The effect of erosion is increased turbidity, particles suspended in the water. Higher turbidity can reduce the effectiveness of treatment processes like disinfection, as the particles can shield bacteria and viruses. More turbidity means a higher risk of disease.
A water safety plan is helpful during emergencies. Example, in rainy season, typhoons, when we got muddy water, we know exactly what we're going to do because of the procedures are in the water safety plan. Another example is when we got a high concentration of manganese. It's also incorporated in the water safety plan.
Maynilad is working with the indigenous Dumagat community, paying them to grow and plant trees to replace the ones illegally felled.
Katulad ng ahon yan, kung nagpapatanim kayo ng dito, yun, ako ay katulong-tulong, nag-i-inspection, naglalahat-lahat ng para sa pagtatanim. Ako ho yung lagi katulong. Maganda po pakiramdam ko pag ako nakakatulong. Kasi po parang lumulugi yung aking pakiramdam sa katawan.
In many countries across the Asia-Pacific region, there are no big companies to organise water supply. Communities have to do it for themselves. But the principles of water safety plans still apply. In the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan, most people live in isolated villages. There are over 4,000 separate rural water supply systems, each run by local people.
The government provide the design and the technical support to the community, and the community must provide what we call as a free labor for construction of tank, and then they digging what you call putting the pipe underground, and so on. I mean, this government believes in not fishing for them, but teaching them how to fish. Sure, we want people to feel that it is their property, they own that water supply. That's the very reason why people should participate in such activities, because that's directly benefit them, and they must own them, they must look after, they must maintain.
Training has been important in helping people involved in water supply to understand all the potential sources of danger.
Jani chu to jani ki tulula hamadina cha takarami na pusubebe namsa hachi makwasi shunila iroro daja jalo jondar china besile chudra tetelan kara chi yani chudi chokpa imsi yalamagi gulamagi chokpa jumi dusuda kara tembesile tati majugi thablo cha talfa iwa janela soba telen nagi ani chudi kate tata lejim ani to zoni di jani bezo isi shunila.
In the village of Balam in the west of Bhutan, the water safety plan developed by the community identified a major contamination risk at their water source. A temporary settlement of yak herders was causing it to become polluted, so a new source was found.
Tedele imtarme konolo jubodo te cheki chule jimbendu osete chule te meneji imbe chere chudi te lejimbe takte tongobe sete yele rume konole te doctor de suge develop imela.
Managing risks to water sources is a fundamental part of many water safety plans. In Hai Dung, one of Vietnam's fastest growing cities, demand for water is rocketing. But the quality of source water is getting worse.
Để đảm bảo cho cái nguồn nước khai thác, tránh những cái tác động của cái hoạt động trên sông như tàu bè, rồi xác động vật, rồi thì các cái hoạt động khác ảnh hưởng đến cái nguồn nước khai thác cho các nhà máy nước cấp nước cho thành phố Hải Dương. Thì công ty Doanh Hải Dương đã triển khai thực hiện nhiều các biện pháp như xây dựng các cái phao chắn dầu, chắn cái váng dầu, chắn xác động thực vật, rồi thì cái hệ thống chắn rác nhiều tầng nhiều lớp và kè xây lại toàn bộ cái hệ thống kè của cái khu vực cửa Mương Thu.
The rivers that supply Hai Dung with raw water are becoming increasingly polluted with industrial, agricultural and domestic waste. A water safety plan identified this as a major risk. The supply company responded by closing an older treatment plant at a more polluted source and opening a new, state-of-the-art facility.
Thực ra đây là cái niềm mơ ước của nhiều đời, nhiều cán bộ nhân viên công ty qua nhiều thời kỳ có được một nhà máy hiện đại và đảm bảo cái nguồn cấp nước cho thành phố Hải Dương trong nhiều thập kỷ. Và đây chúng tôi gọi là một cái công trình thế kỷ cho thành phố Hải Dương và tỉnh Hải Dương.
Rural Bangladesh has an estimated 10 million wells, most of them built and maintained by local people. A lack of basic maintenance and user knowledge means many are contaminated with fecal matter. Diarrhea is one of the country's biggest killers.
আমার ঘরে টিপ কলের পানি আমরা খাই আমরা ডাকনা দি গুড়ি না ওলা উদলা তৈয়া খাই নিচে তৈয়া খাই এর বাদে ওটা খাওয়ার পরে আমরা বাচ্চা কাচ্চার অসুখ বিসুখ হয় পেটো বেদনা ডায়রিয়া একজন চারি আর একজনের হয় 4 বার 5 বার করে এরকম করে আমরা চলি এগুলা আমরা তো কীভাবে পরিষ্কার করে খাই তাও তো জানি না।
The water safety plan being introduced in Jahanara's village is introducing a few simple measures. Wells and pumps are being covered and kept spotlessly clean. People are using lids on water containers. Toilets near water supplies are being moved further away.
আমাদের গ্রামের অবস্থা খুব খারাপ ছিল খোলা পায়খানা ছিল নিরাপদ পানি ছিল না আর শিপের আওয়ার পর থেকে টিউবওয়েলের নিচ পাকা ছিল না টিউবওয়েলের কাছে মনে হলো লেফটিন ছিল এই সমস্ত আমরা পরে বুঝতে পারলাম তাহলে ওখানে সমস্যা কি ওরা আমাদের বুঝাইলো এই যে ড্রেনের টিউবওয়েলের ড্রেনটা পরিষ্কার না এই পানিটা নিচে যাইতেছে টিউবওয়েলের নিচটা পাকা না পানিটা নিচে যাইতেছে এই বুঝতে পারলাম এই শুরু করলাম
Even when money is limited, drinking water can be made safer. In this case, the Water Safety Plan identified that a lack of education and awareness was a major risk to people's health, something that costs very little to put right.
পানির অপর নাম জীবন এই কথাটা কিন্তু সঠিক না আগে এই কথাটা বলতো কিন্তু এখন বর্তমানে বিশুদ্ধ পানির অপর নাম জীবন কারণ এই বিশুদ্ধ পানিবাহিত পানির দ্বারাই অনেক রোগ সৃষ্টি হয় যেমন কলেরা ডায়রিয়া আমশা এবং আমাদের জন্ডিস এই ধরনের পানিবাহিত দুরারোগ্য অনেক রোগ সৃষ্টি হয় এবং এক সময় মহামারী আকারে এই সমস্ত রোগগুলা সৃষ্টি হতো তো এটা যখন চিহ্নিত হয়েছে যে পানি দ্বারা এই সমস্ত রোগগুলি পরিবাহিত হয় বিশুদ্ধ পানি যে আমাদের দরকার এটা আমরা জনগণকে সচেতন করার চেষ্টা করেছি সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা অনেক ক্ষেত্রে সফলকাম হয়েছি
One of the first tasks in any water safety plan is to map the supply system from the source all the way to the consumer. This helps highlight key risks and often shows how the distribution network can be a source of contamination. Old pipes, corrosion and a lack of maintenance can all be risk factors. Low water pressure is also a common problem. Demand for clean water is spiralling in Laos. The economy is growing fast and that means towns and cities are growing fast too. As more people get connected, supplies are being put under enormous strain. When demand is high, pressure in the system drops so much that some people's taps run dry. The main problem with low pressure is that dirty water can leak into pipes and cause contamination. In the cities of Luang Prabang and Paksay, water safety plans identified the need to urgently increase supplies to prevent this becoming a major risk. With little money to invest themselves, state-owned companies are turning to the private sector.
The demand is bigger than what we can supply in terms of quantity of water to the people. So this treatment plant behind me is the biggest built by the private sector. So once completed, we can supply double to our people.
Smaller towns and villages in Laos are now beginning to develop pipe networks and are developing water safety plans of their own. They're learning the importance of a sound distribution network by working with their larger neighbours.
บัวระบัดปรุงรักษาระบบโรงงานให้มันสะอาดและก็ระบบสายท่อมีการซ่อมแปลงเป็นประจำเนาะประตูน้ำประตูลมก็ถือว่าเฮ็ดเป็นปกติรักษาความสะอาดท่าสมท่าสีข้างใน
A well-maintained distribution system reduces water lost through leaks, saving money. That's another benefit of water safety plans, reducing costs. By testing and monitoring water quality throughout the supply system, only the exact dose of costly treatment chemicals need be added, eliminating waste and keeping costs down.
Do tính chất quan trọng của 3 chỉ tiêu này thì chúng tôi đã online và có cái hệ thống kiểm soát chất lượng nước liên tục cho 3 chỉ tiêu ở 5 nhà máy. Thì ở 5 nhà máy này dữ liệu sẽ lưu là 10 phút một lần. Và ở tại phòng thí nghiệm trung tâm của chúng tôi sẽ lấy dữ liệu hàng tuần hoặc là hàng ngày. Ngồi trên máy, trên computer thì chúng tôi có thể thấy được cái kết quả chất lượng nước ở các nhà máy và có thể xử lý kịp thời.